Welcome to the TR3B channel. Today we've got an amazing build for you. You can be overpowered early on in Fallout 76 as low as level 30. Check this out.
If you want a safe and cheap marketplace to bulk, buy or sell Fallout 76 items, make sure you use EasyMPC. Use code TR3B to get 5% off. Links in the description.
Right then people, here is my special stats on my level 65 character. As you can see there, a little bit higher than usual because we are using unyielding armor. Check this out, look, this is the mutations, and the only one that's important here is adrenal reaction because it's giving us that extra damage on the weapon, perhaps healing factor and perhaps speed demon. But here is the armor. It's unyielding, quite basic apart from a couple of bits. They do have the increased action point refresh speed on them, highly recommended. Just to get the AP boosted back up again. This is the weapon we're using. Use any rifle, but make sure it has got 25% less VATS action points cost on it, and you're going to be blasting enemies here to Kingdom Come, leveling up so fast with this special build. You're overpowered early on with this build with these weapons, anti-armor weapon as well, that always works good. Here are the cards. Most important one here, blocker. You're going to be taking so much punishment when you're early on. You're going to be dying a lot, but if you've got these cards on like blocker, you're going to be blocking the damage. You will not die as much. Some more important cards here, commando. Get these cards on, make sure they're maxed out. Like I said, you know, from level 30 you can start using these cards all together and you'll be so overpowered. Ground powder, reload your rifles really fast. Tank killer, going to be doing extra armor piercing, or ignoring armor should I say, 36% of that on your rifles. Amazing. Fireproof, I'm meant to put that on free. I'm going to take some off charisma and put that fireproof card on free. Brilliant card. You're just avoiding more damage, more flame damage, more explosions with this card. When you're early on, low level, you're going to need that. This is a good card when you're on your own because you're taking less damage and you're having more AP regen. You got inspirational there. Good when you're in a team because you're getting more XP. Only put one or the other on. I don't know, I've got two on there. I'm going to take 3 points off charisma, put it on endurance, so that card fireproof is 3-star. Nerd rage, very important. Make sure you got that on. You're a bloody build. Always be a bloody build. Don't bother doing anything else. Bloody is the best. Don't listen to anyone else. Junkies, rubbish, anti-armor. Just be a bloody build with these cards and you are going to do some serious damage. Action points, because we're going to do VATS a lot. We're going to make sure that our AP points are as high as they possibly can be. We want to run, we don't want to walk, so put Marathoner on so we can go straight into VATS after running. Such an important card. Sneak, if you want to do a bit of sneaking around, bit of lurking, bit of snipering, stick sneak on. Brilliant card, must have. And this card is in all of my builds, very underrated. It's like having an extra health bar. Your AP, if you get hit, your AP runs down first before you get hit. If you're taking some serious damage, you won't, because your AP takes the damage first before your hit point. Health bar does. Brilliant card, bang it on. Next up, Gun Fu. I'll show you how this one works in a bit. Brilliant card. It is swapping between enemies and giving you a buff, a boost on the damage that you're doing in between each enemy. Brilliant card, must have. Works great in VATS. And this build is slight, you know, it's a small like VATS build as well. This VATS is stealth. It's got a bit of everything. That's what's so good about it, and that's why you're so overpowered early on in Fallout 76 at lower level. Bloody mess card, brilliant. 15% damage throughout the whole board of any weapon. Also, turn your enemies into a gooey paste. Love it, brilliant. Grim Reaper Sprint, another VATS card, must have. This stops your AP bar from going down so quick. It is absolute must have. Make sure you've got it on. Next up, we've got Serendipity, part of the bloody build. You're going to need this. This is brilliant because you're almost 50% avoided all damage coming in. It's an absolute must-have card if you're a bloody, which you should be. Better criticals, brilliant card. You're going to be doing more critical damage with your guns. Absolute must-have, brilliant. Starch genes, just to make sure our mutations don't disappear while we're taking right away. Simple as that. That is the build. This is the build you need, and you can get this from level 30 onwards. 30 to level 50. When you're early on, you're going to be so overpowered. You're going to be getting so much XP, leveling up so fast. You don't have to worry about any cards for now. Just get all of these cards, Right, but all the other cards you want after you've done this build, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It's such a brilliant build. This is the blocker card working here. Look, you can take so much damage just from the blocker card being on, and obviously serendipity as well. Just look, we're absorbing damage. The bar's hardly going down. I'm only level 65, but because this build is so overpowered, we are not dying as much as you would be if you didn't know about these cards. Believe me, when I first started playing this game 2 years ago, I didn't know what I was doing. No one did. You know what I mean? We kept dying. It was so annoying. We're looking for builds. Me now as a veteran, I can promise you this is a really good build. If you're new to the game, you're getting into it, get these cards first. I can't stress that enough. Don't worry about doing silly cards like trying to carry more or getting food to do certain buffs. It's pointless. Do that after. Do it after you're level 100. Get these cards. Do this, get a half decent weapon. I know it's a bit of a challenge, but I always say to everyone, get on our Discord, go on our trade channel, ask our brilliant community, see what weapons they got, trade. You'll be able to get hold of a good weapon, I promise you. Grim Reaper Sprint, we'll go back to this one. This is a really good card, because if you have got a gun, a weapon, a rifle with that perk on there in the middle, 25% less VATS action point cost, with this perk card on as well, Grim Reaper Sprint, your AP bar hardly ever goes down. It's such an amazing, overpowered build, this. Just check out this, that the AP hardly goes down at all. You just sit there, blasting them all day, collecting up that XP. It's brilliant. But I can't stress enough, just don't get any other cards apart from these. Especially, if you're new to the game, you don't know what cards really do what. I've tested these out. I know what cards work with what weapons, which mutations. So make sure you get these mutations, get half decent weapons, stick these cards on. You'll be doing some serious damage like this. I'm only level 65. And look what I can do to these super mutants. Look, I just almost take them out with a couple of shots. It's so overpowered. Here, Harper's Ferry with some super mutants. He's always quite hard to kill. When I first started Fallout many years ago, these super mutants are really hard to kill. I'll definitely be dead about 6 times going Harper's Ferry. It was such a hard place to come when you're low level. Not anymore. You can do this. I know Bethesda made this game a little bit easier now for new players coming into it, but believe me, when we first started, it was a really hard game to get into. But we stuck with it. We stuck to our guns, and now we can pass down information that we know to you people coming in, starting to play this game. And this is the sort of damage you can do. Look at that, look, amazing. This is a good place to come to test out your skills. This is a capital building, Charleston. Get in there. There's some high level ghouls lurking around. You can strike them down with furious anger with this build. Get into VATS. Get on that critical button. You hear that little noise, that means it's ready to strike. You hit that Y button or that triangle button, then shoot. You'll be taken down on 1 or 2 shots. You're also obviously saving ammo. You're killing them quickly, you're leveling up, and that is why this build is so good. Also, and any anti-armor rifles are also really good with this build as well. You can tear through the opponents really fast, get that most important XP that you'll need. When you're low level, you just want XP, don't we? When you first start this game, what I did anyway, I wanted XP, or weapons, and plans, basically. Obviously, plans are not included in this video, but that is basically it. You just want to get an XP, level up fast, and that's how you do it. Give that a go.